and it didn't help to unlock it, and it wouldn't straighten out. So I guess it's something that just went wrong. So much for that. Now we're going to start over again. Good evening, everybody. Storyteller Donny, your favorite painter, is back. Just went wrong. So much for that. So much for that. Now we're going to start over again. All right. Okay, camera looks good. Painting looks good. Okay, so Joy is not here today. Is that a good thing? I don't know. So what? And I might have a guest come in to. If things get really slow and really boring, he said he would call and save the day. So that could be the plan. I am looking at some older paintings that need to be fixed tonight. I thought with Joy not being here and all that, I have this one I want to work on. And then and this is my fantasy night one. And as you can see, can you see down at the bottom? You can't. All right, we got to lower this down here. There, down here at the bottom is a waterfall, and it's supposed to be like a sparkling lake, and it didn't turn out that way. And so we're kind of working on the idea, because I'm not to the point where I can just fall into a painting again. I have to see it again. I have to find the place where I was and begin again and get my mind and my thoughts going. I never understood why people, I would say to them, well, why can't you just do this? Well, I just can't. Why can't you just, start, I just can't. Well, now I understand that feeling. Now I understand why people can't just fall into something that's of great value, importance, ability, it takes something in you greater than just your eyes, your nose, your flesh, your fingers. It takes a piece of your soul has to ignite the part of you that connects the brush and the fingers and the eyes and the colors together and causes a connection where all of a sudden your hand is understanding what it's being told to do, and your eye is communicating correctly, and all of a sudden it starts to come together. And I'm just looking at these paintings. I love the way these clouds are creeping in from behind the mountain, and there's some things here that don't make sense. Trying to gather how to bring this together and make a. So I'm kind of waiting to see if I can see that, and because I also have to create these colors again, and I'm just not. Maybe some of you have seen this other painting before. This is remember this had a different seashore that went way over here like that, and so I've built this out. And when I brought this out, I really liked that. And so I'm looking at that, whether I want to put some land over here. I've got to put some, some wave action in, and you can see the clouds and the original sky was beautiful, and then I ruined it trying to increase and change the thing. But look at that original sky up there, gorgeous, just beautiful, and but yet if I can grab a hold what it is that's there. And then this one, oh, some of you may have been here for this one, for the last one. And the grass at the bottom, and then the beach, and the roaring, and then the dark, and the mountains, and the sky, and the moon, and very, very pretty, very, very pretty. She's trying to bring all these together, and I think I had everybody likes this one. Yeah, it's called the Take It Off painting, and use it again. This is my board. Okay, all right, Donny, you're playing, and you're not saying. And Bob's peeking around the corner here, keeping an eye on me. Do I have any votes? Oh, God. Anybody want to, any pick? Should we do the, so the thing is, the fantasy or the lighthouse? Which should we do, the fantasy or the lighthouse? And I'm looking at my comments, so type in your comments. Hey, Desert Adventure. Oh yeah, my military friend. So I'm looking at either the fantasy one or the lighthouse. Which one should I do? Let's see, one lighthouse, one fantasy. Who's gonna break the tie? We need at least four votes. So we got one lighthouse. Then we got, okay, two fantasies, three fantasies. Okay, one, unless the lighthouse comes in, we're going to go to the fantasy. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, lighthouse. Oh, another fantasy. Okay, so fantasy wins. Thank you. This one's actually big enough where I get to use my easel holder, so I don't have to put my fingers on it so much. Look at that. Uh-oh. I forgot about the Husky. So, a funny thing happened yesterday. Well, when we were gone for 2 days and had someone else take care of the Husky. And when I got home, the Husky had gotten into the birdseed. We had bought a bag of birdseed that had peanuts in it. And I guess those peanuts were too much to resist. So this bag of birdseed was all over the stairs. She had busted it open on the stairs to the RV. And I guess, so she has not touched her food today. And this morning, it looked like corn on the cob. It was so full of seeds when she pooped. It was so full of seeds. It was hilarious. So I don't know what she's thinking, but she's probably thinking, I'm not going to do that again. At least I hope she's thinking that. All right, so here we go. And the night sky. We need gray. We need the gray clouds. Oh yeah. We're gonna need the white. And of course black. No, I don't think we'll need turquoise. What's this? Blue gray. And this is dark gray. Hmm. Paint has a voice. The vocal cords are the brushes. The hands move the sound. Definitely, where's my purple? I've got two kinds of purple here. I've got purple iris. And we've got purple pansy. You pansy! Oh, that's dark. I like that. And we're using Philocyan blue. Nobody's told me how to pronounce that one. Might have a use for that one. All right, first thing we need to do is what needs to dry. So let's, ooh, that one's rock hard. Must have missed the water cleanup. I always feel sorry for, hey! And who might this be?
Hello, Donny. How are you?
Ah,
Coming
is this
getting ready to land here just a second.
Desperate Paint and Associates? Supposed to.
Painter's Hotline, right?
Painter's Hotline calling. He could tell I was in trouble.
Uh-oh. No,
Well, we're having fun getting started.
just got busy. Our phones today has been sort of crazy, and had to reset the other phone, my wife's, and then my phone started going crazy. I was trying to hide the phone on me. I couldn't even find my text messages. So, but I think everything's working now that I got a hold of you, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
So how's everything looking?
Oh, I'm telling you, we had a vote to go fantasy. So we're doing we're working on right now developing the where the water's going, because you have to ooh, look at that. So I'm using the phthalo blue, a little black, a little purple, and then some blue, and I'm looking at building a lake right here at the bottom. I made a waterfall. This is my waterfall.
That one looks good.
Yeah, this is where people don't understand that, yes, the Bob Ross method is very easy, and it's a tried and true method. But what people don't understand is the color. Being able to make that color happen, having the I've already, here's the original. I've already found it just by mixing a few colors. I have found where I was when I did this painting, and that's just amazing to me. It's just amazing.
Is that an orchid purple color I'm seeing there? I guess it looks like orchid and purple on the inside of the cliffs.
Yeah, and the
I like that color. Hope everybody out in your chat land is doing good. I see Joy's on here, and Desert Adventures in Arizona. And
oh yeah.
Where, North Carolina?
Hello everybody. I haven't had a chance to look since the fantasy vote.
Family, right?
We took a
brother and sister-in-law.
Yeah, we took a fantasy vote and said we're doing a fantasy one. So.
Mm-hmm. And Jimmy Spencer's on here in our treasured home.
Hey, my front row.
Desert Adventures in Arizona. Rushing Wind Mountain. Hello, everyone.
Okay.
Suzanne. I think that's Suzanne Goulet. Hopefully I got that right. Let's see here.
Well, it's you messing it up, not me. So it's all right with me.
Don't throw no rotten apples. Unless the deer are standing in the backyard, then they'll say thank you. Because the deer love the apples.
Yes.
They love the cantaloupe rinds. They love watermelon, peaches.
How often do you get to see? You get to see him. You get to see him every day.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
We usually have an average of about 6 deer in our backyard every night.
Good. You know, I never.
Probably a pack of, well, not really a pack, but probably 14 to 20 deer, I'd say, around here. Just behind the house.
Yeah.
They run the old railroad line and back behind the house here and go over to the park and up to everywhere. It's just the road that goes back behind my house. You have to really be careful on that because they just sort of like to dart out on you, and a couple of them got hit and killed over the
Aw. That is hard to see.
Wife's always worried that one of them's going to try to jump over the fence, but they do jump, but she's afraid that they're going to get, their foot caught into the fence, and that would be a problem.
One of my customers was on vacation, and a deer stuck its head through the fence to eat the grass on the other side. I guess because he was on vacation, the grass wasn't getting cut, so it was so tall and luscious. The deer stuck its head through. A male deer. Got it through. By the time they got home from vacation, he had passed away.
Can't get back out.
And that was, sad for the deer, but also, boy, it must have been,
Right.
it smelled terrible.
So is there a lot of Jeeps down in the area right now?
Geese?
Jeeps. That's Jeep weekend, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. This is Invasion, yeah. I've already seen some I haven't seen since I was a kid. Remember, there was one went by on a trailer called the Golden Eagle, and I think that was a '70s Jeep series called Golden Eagles came out. Wagoneers, Jeeps, and all that, and this one was a pickup. Had the Golden Eagle insignia. It was just beautiful. Just beautiful.
Joy says, no sad stories, Donny.
Oh, that's right.
She's trying to keep you in line. She's not even there.
Yeah, gotta keep me in line.
She ought to get an award for that or something or another.
Yeah, you'd think I'd learn by now, but I haven't.
Oh, my goodness. Gotta love that joy, don't you?
I'm telling you what. The Bible says joy unspeakable, full of glory, and she is definitely not unspeakable. She's always speaking. She is always speaking.
She's a good one. Yeah, my cousin's down there right now, and they've been down there for a couple of days, I guess, with their camper, and they've got their Jeep down there. They went over to Kate's Cove today and saw some bear, and they went and rode one of the mountain coasters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure which one, unless there's one called the mountain coaster.
No, they're all mountain coasters.
The one I usually go to is called the Goat Coaster, which is over towards like Forest Valley Road. No, that's the one I usually ride. So actually, it's the only one I've ever been on.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Well,
fun.
we went to the Goats on the Roof one. That was really good.
Yep. I've rode it probably 3 times, I guess. So what are you going to do to the painting to keep it going?
What am I doing to this painting?
Just going to do touch-up work tonight?
Well, this is this is the fantasy one, and first thing I had to do is redo the water, and then the next thing is going to be as soon as the water that I put on here dries enough, I'm going to redo the waterfall and just put a little shading on it. And I'm liking different things. These doing more of a flower is working out really good. I like this. And
I was wondering what it would look like if you had a little bit of, we got the reflecting on the water, but if you had like a little bit of moonlight or something or another.
yeah, the moonlight's on there, real pretty. And even I made a mistake, but the inflict some star paint on the water, and yet it actually doesn't look too bad. It almost looks like sparkles. So I kind of like that. And getting no, that's not.
Everyone in the chat room's weather is around here, it's pretty warm in Tennessee right now.
Yep, we've been doing good.
This week it's gonna be miserable. People's got pulmonary problems and asthma and stuff like that with all the heat and stuff. I think 99 for the heat index, I think on Friday. But they don't consider, the inside building temperature.
Well, they have a weather.
Only 10 degrees to that, so it's gonna be a miserable day for me on Friday, and it's gonna be a hard week.
Oh yeah, they've got a what do you call it? Alert in Knoxville.
Oh, really?
Minimum reduce your travels air pollution alert. Kind of like when those fires came through.
Right.
It's like that.
Yeah, I go to a pulmonary doctor in the morning. So.
Pulmonary. That's the name of an artery, so that must mean a heart thing?
That's just my lungs.
Oh, lungs thing. Okay.
Yeah, pulmonary. That dreaded C word, plus, I have breathing problems, before I even had that mess, and asthma, and all the good stuff like that.
All the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're not doing that.
God's still good, so.
Yeah, but you're not doing that stuff anymore. You're being a good boy. You're being a good boy. You're healed.
I can be a whole lot worse off than what some people are, but I'm lucky and I'm blessed. I'm really surprised this heat weather, the hot weather's not brought any storms in for us. I think maybe Saturday, they're coming for some rain.
Oh, okay. I noticed it was a whole week of no rain on the weather. That's unusual.
But it's the week of the Appalachian Fair here in Gray, Tennessee. It just started last night. Ash Tunes might be down there drawing some characters, I guess. I haven't seen him online lately.
So I'm adding some lighter blues, some highlights here, mixing a little bit of white and a little bit of the blue, giving me a little bit of a highlight here and on the trees that are facing and every time I trail off like that, it adds a layer of mountains, like so. I'm learning constantly.
Do you watch Bob Ross's videos on YouTube?
I haven't watched in a while. Every time I have time to watch, I'm doing it myself. I watch him to get inspired, and I also watch him to get some training. I watched him a couple months ago when I just was getting frustrated with clouds, and he was very helpful with that. They have Keep the Dream Alive, the Bob Ross Keep the Dream Alive thing, but a lot of those people are doing almost exactly the same kind of painting, and it doesn't. Someone trying to imitate Bob Ross to keep the dream alive is kind of interesting, but it's still, you can't imitate it. You just can't. There's just so. I'm trying to learn his technique and be inspired by him, but not do his thing.
Right.
You know, it's just. Uh,
Teresa Cantrell just said she just stopped by to say hello. So,
oh,
hello, Teresa. Hope you're doing well. Maritza's on here.
yeah, we're.
I'm wondering how many people are actually, painting, Donny, while you're painting. If there's anybody out there doing that. If there is, they ought to send some pictures, or if they've done paintings in the past. That would be good to maybe to send to you. You could sort of show maybe on one of your lives one night.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun to have a chance to, because I know that if Bob Ross was alive right now, he would certainly be taking photographs and putting them on his show and saying, "Look what someone did this past week,"
Right.
and how they were. I know he would do that so I would definitely do something like that. I would definitely.
So anybody in the chat room's got any paintings, whether you did them last week, 10 years ago, 15 minutes ago, just get in touch with Donny. He'll be glad to show them. I'd like to see them myself.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? How would they send it? Because, it's hard to hold your phone up to a camera. What exactly how would we get, just, I guess we just hold it up like Joy holds her phone up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Send it to you through a text or through email. Or even, post it
Oh, I like
on
this combination.
maybe the Facebook page for Joy or whatever. I told you about my paintings when I got rid of them. All the canvases just didn't have room for them, didn't really want them. And some guy bought them at a yard sale. And I gave them to him. I can't remember if I gave them to him or sold them to him. I think I gave them to him. And,
and now they're in museums, and he's taking all the credit, and I've given you a penny.
He's retired by now.
Yeah, he's retired, living off the Bahamas on your paintings.
Yeah, they're on the backside of Grandma's Johnny outside.
Yeah. How do you feel now? I mean, there's.
I'll post one of them in the outhouse to keep the wind down.
Well, I've seen people on Antiques Roadshow, that get real lucky. They get real lucky on Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah, the wife was watching Antique Roadshow when I got home tonight. We bought a smart TV 2-3 months ago, and just now got an internet hooked up to it, and I'm still like, have I made the right decision? Because I can't figure out how to get my local channels on there. I'm sure there's a way somehow or another without having to pay a crazy fee. I'm not going to pay for a subscription service for TV.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully I can find some way I could.
Does anybody know how to do that? Joy might know. There might be an app or something.
Yeah. You got to just figure out all the bells and whistles of it and everything. But there's definitely a lot more stuff to watch on there than
and junk
regular
too.
Cable.
Yeah, be careful. There's a lot of junk too.
Yeah, we prefer the older stuff, like stuff in the 60s and 70s compared to the stuff they put out today. Just a lot of that's no count.
Yeah.
Andy Griffith, Archie Bunker, Jefferson's, Leave It to Beaver, things of that sort.
Yeah, so can live stream, Andy Griffith and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if they really got a good one, they'll make you pay for it.
Yeah.
And
this Netflix stuff you got to pay money for because it's already costing to pay for the internet. So
yeah.
Then they've got to cancel our cable. So
right, and that's a big saving.
Seeing them because there's a big football game coming on Friday night, and our electric company shows some of the high school games. My high school's taking on the rival that they haven't played, nor have they ever beaten before. And we're going to try to watch that game Friday night. So hopefully my high school can pull through and win.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I've been up 30-some years. Time has flown by. Seemed like it was just a couple of years ago. It was 1996, and I was working the whole season in Hollywood, but that was years and years ago.
Wow. Quite.
I saw where $7 City in Branson is redoing their, I guess they call it fire in a hole out there. They're going to close down the old one, I think, and build a brand new one. So I'm wondering, if Dollywood's going to do something like that. A lot of people get attached to those rides. It becomes their favorite rides. They ride every time they go inside the park. And, you take something away, you people will miss it. You got to give them something that creates new memories. Just like the flooded mine. A lot of people still missing that ride. Love Flume and what was it, the Mountain Sidewinder?
I almost wonder if because of everybody carrying their own phone, they just don't want to get wet.
Yeah.
And so those rides have kind of gone by the wayside because you can't safely ride it without damaging yourself. Because I can tell you right now, ruined my phone at the water park.
Desert Adventures, Donny, says they are amazed at how you are able to apply so many layers to bring out what he sees in mind's eye.
I know. I was like, wow. I don't even know how it happens. And when I tried it, I just let it happen. I don't know if anybody else has that issue, but it seems like when you're trying, it doesn't do as good as when you're just relaxing. And
right.
And then, but see, I'm learning too where to put those lines, which is really giving me an advantage as I put those lines in the right spots, so that they grab people's attention and they add depth to what's going on.
Desert Adventures has another question. What a great question. How do you know when a painting is done?
My wife makes me stop.
But she's not there tonight, Donny. You're on your own, big guy.
I know.
I guess she's in the chat room.
Because even when I stop, I'll go, oh, I can fix that.
She'll probably send us
I can fix that.
Stop, Donny, you're done. It's good. Man.
I know. And I have ruined paintings. I had a couple paintings that were perfect, but I had to touch one more thing. And I tried to learn that lesson when I was doing front doors. I used to do something called front door rescue. I take old beat up front doors and I would fix them and refinish them and sand them down to fresh wood and then start over again. And I was really good at it, and but there was times when I just couldn't stop picking at it and I'd have to start over, because I did something.
Right. Yeah. The Desert Adventures came back at you. They said, so you're saying a painting is never, it never is in capital letters, is never done. And she says, LOL.
Basically, I can say that, yeah. Paintings are, there's...
But you doing that right there, it brought back so much deftness. It was like it receded the painting and brought everything forward.
Yeah, now I'm working on that. I want to see this waterfall come down.
You know what it's missing, Donny? But it would not go with the painting, but with me being a spaceman, you can always use a spaceship. I know, don't have one of those. You would ruin it. It's beautiful the way it is. I just like to pick on you.
Well, I'm getting the idea of what brush to use, how much paint goes on that brush
Right.
is hard.
No acrylic, isn't it?
That's if you know how much paint to put on the brush and even where it's on the brush. Is it at the tip of the brush? Is it at the back of the brush? There is,
Right.
you know, and then there are spots on the brush that put it on light, spots that put it on heavy, and you can't seem to be able to. Well, you know how Bob used to put those big globs of paint on on the easel, and I would say,
Right.
what a waste of paint. You know, he's just, you know, boy, if he can get everybody to waste that much paint every time they paint, he'll make $1 million on just the paint. You know, and so see, like I'm touching the blue and I'm touching the white, and then I'm gonna take the white and the blue at the same time, and then come off this rock here, and trying to put two colors on the at the same time, and you know, try to get something to I don't know, kind of, I don't know how to paint and talk at the same time when it comes to.
Right. You know, I was talking about the heat earlier. You know, Mr. Jimmy Spencer's got a hot job.
Doesn't he though?
The asphalt and paving and everything like that. So.
Yes. And it's not his fault, asphalt. I bet there's a joke in there somewhere.
The time, he's probably sort of gotten accustomed to it and used to the heat.
Oh yeah, I didn't have a problem with Florida like Joy did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pinned inside. I got dehydrated a couple times and learned my lesson, but I never never had a problem with the heat like she did. Yep, here we go. I'm mixing two different blues, and then I'm touching the white paint and trying to get all three blues and the white, there we go, to come out come out of the brush at the same time. And yet let the rocks come through. And then see these top pieces, this is going to be reflection of the reflection of the moon, so it's got to have more white at the top, kind of reflecting.
On your way over to Mount Airy area the other night, did you notice the seafood restaurant that's shaped like a pirate's boat?
No, we didn't see a pirate boat seafood restaurant.
Over towards Mount Airy.
Nobody could have. Well, I'll tell you, we went to, you know, some people, they like to go to franchises, even on vacation, because they know the menu, they know what they're going to get, they know they're not really in the mood to try something new. And luckily, Joy and I both love the adventure of something new. And so the first day we were there, we went to a place called Zoe. And it was homemade food. And it was really enjoyable, very good. We did a very good blog on it. You can have to come see it. And
Hillbilly Chicken Ranch just jumped on. They're on their cell phone. It's hard to tag. God bless. Stay safe and love you all. So safe.
Make sure you let us know if you ever come to town.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to look up the name of it. But Becky's not much on seafood, but she would go there for me. But it's I don't know, maybe 30 minutes outside of Mount Airy, heading back this way. Last time we was over that way, we got on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and anybody that's never been on the Blue Ridge Parkway, let me tell you, make sure your gas tank is full. Or you might run out. We came close.
The sad part is it takes you half a day to go get gas. Because by the time you go get...
Next, it's, if you can find a station, it's usually pretty good ways off the area. I'd like to get on the Blue Ridge Parkway and drive, well, the closest end from Marion, you know, over towards Spruce Pine where Kicking Country lives, and drive over, I guess, to West Jefferson, North Carolina. And West Jefferson is known for...
You say that with quite an accent.
Fresco paintings. And fresco paintings are the paintings that were done back by Ben Long, I think that was his last name, back in the 70s, I guess. But the fresco's done on wet plaster. And there's one in, well, there's two in West Jefferson, one in Boone, one in, maybe there's two in Boone. But you can go online, just look up Ben Long fresco paintings. I think there were 7 or 8 different ones. A lot of them are religious, but they're very beautiful. I've seen 4 or 5 times, and every time I go there, we try to go look at it. It's just amazing. And so there's a restaurant over in West Jefferson we went to, and we went there, and it was real good. And where the fresco is at, there's it's like inside of a church, and they've got like a museum in the basement with a lot of biblical stuff, and they don't charge anything to go there and look at the stuff.
Yeah, we have a Bible museum here on Teaster Avenue.
Yeah, I see that advertised or on their WLFG TV. Talk about that has a TV station. His dad started it back years ago, and his son took it over with this. I see him and the guy that has the museum. They're talking quite a bit. Let's see here. Footprints in the Pines. Hi, Donny. Beautiful painting. Hello, Footprints.
Footprints. Hey.
And then Tales Toad in the Dark is saying hello to you too, Donny.
We've seen them a couple times at Dollywood. Very nice people.
And if you wonder who the crazy voice with the craggy voice is, it's the old spaceman.
He is the man.
Hanging loose,
From
keeping Donny
space.
company. Oh, Joy's spending some great time with her family.
Yeah. That's been a good thing. Everybody needs family. And
Footprint says, fun time at the cabin. Now, Footprints, I believe they're the ones we met, me and my wife met that one time, aren't they? I think so. We did live in the Greenville area. I think they're the ones we met that one time.
I believe that's where they come from.
Yeah, they came to that cabin at one time. Let's see here. Well, we haven't been down in 2 months probably was the last time we were down that way. And so one of the channels had new things coming. They do something to the Smoky Mountain Opry, which has been vacant for a couple of years now. I think they're going to put some kind of Crayola experience in there. So that should be neat. Last time I was in that Smoky Mountain Opera building, me and Mama came down to a Don Williams concert there at the Country Night Theater. And we had a free night that went out before the concert, so we went over to there and watched the Chinese acrobats, and that was amazing.
Oh, ride those wheels and
Yeah,
spin the air.
And carrying the poles and all that crazy stuff. But it was neat to watch. I can't remember how many. There must have been like 20 people all at one bicycle. From like 4 different layers. I'm like, how do they do that? It's all about balance. I'm sure, before they got to that point where they were able to do that, they probably took several tumbles.
Right, they start young.
The princess gave me a compliment. Said, Spaceman Dudley, nice to have you as a speaking moderator for Donny while he works his magic on the canvas.
Because Donny's he's a little not too talkative at certain times when he's painting. I'm not real talkative at times. Okay. See, what I have to do is I have to somehow mix the white with a little bit of water. This is where the look comes in, where you have to mix white and water and pull it down. Boom. You want to kind of cover the, see that blue's a little dark, but you want to yeah, like that. And you have to use just the right amount of white, just the right amount of blue. Mm-hmm.
You ought to try to do a painting of the old mill. Do your rendition of it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think they would mind.
Oh, no.
I'm sure there's people that sat out there and have done paintings before. I don't know if there's copyright on it. Well, you can't sell that painting.
I wouldn't think so.
I wouldn't think so.
They're doing something over at the Patriot Park. Somebody had something on one of their videos. I can't remember what it was, but
well, I know that they're redoing the mill right now too, putting new siding on finally.
The bell was gone, or the rocket, whatever it was. It's
oh,
gone.
I don't know.
Got, like,
yeah,
stuff over there.
Yeah, I'd heard about that, but I didn't know anything more than that. I know that
Not really sure what's going on.
The mill is redoing their siding, and that looks beautiful. And I'm glad they're doing that finally.
Princeton Pine wants to know if anyone remember Captain Bob. He did a similar show like you and what Bob Ross does. I don't remember that. Might have to look into Captain Bob. Joy said, I never heard of him. And,
Captain
sure
Bob.
Might have been just local to Boston or something or another.
Oh, okay.
Have to check that out. I'm sure there's probably something on YouTube somewhere. Nightbox is reminding everyone about the Samaritan's Purse Relief Fund.
Yeah, I give to that, and I give to a couple of them. Well, whoever said pick the fantasy picture, pick the right one, because I'm... Uh-oh, there's a dog right there. There's his nose, his eye, his eyebrow. Or somebody will say, do another dog waterfall. I don't know how I did this one, so... I'm trying to get some splashes. Boom. There we go.
Princeton Pine says he did sketches on television.
Trying to get a splash. Big splash right there.
Is that like a rock you're trying to do right there?
Yeah, there's a little rock right here blocking the flow. But of course, you know, the water's going to find a way across it somehow, so you have to put a little bit of water there, just like that, to kind of...
Sure, there's a bunch of beavers around there somewhere off screen.
No, the beavers do wood and stuff. This is more like a stone dam.
And beavers can make a big mess.
Boy, they sure do. They can flood. They
Stores and
can make a flood.
cause some flooding situations. That's what happened in my brother's house over there.
Oh, really?
Well, didn't get up to the house, but it got up to the far point, and they went down to where the water was. And some beavers had made a dam, which was causing the water to not be able to flow like it should.
I know, you probably feel bad to go break the dam.
Yeah.
But there's...
I think it got so much water behind it that the water took care of it.
Oh.
Desert Adventures in Arizona says creating movement with water is fascinating. Too bad they didn't have a whole bunch of water in Hawaii there a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Sort of reminds me of the fires they had in Gatlinburg, you know, but it don't make sense why that got out of control, but it did, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's and you know they'll use more taxpayer money now to protect from that happening again, and they'll never get caught with their pants down.
Like land grabbers over there trying to buy the people's property.
You know, they really got
Greed, I reckon, is what the main thing is about that.
got caught with their proverbial pants down.
You didn't get to go to Townsend for the hot air balloon, did you?
Townsend what?
Hot air balloon, that's this weekend.
Oh. We went to a hot air balloon show last year.
Yeah, it's probably the same one I had.
Yeah, probably. And it was so funny because they had Tasmanian Devil. And it was fun to watch him expand and contract as they took him up and put. It was
just like the glow, I guess what they call it at nighttime. Well, one will fire up, then another one will fire up, then another one will fire up.
yeah, as the evening progressed, they did that. Oh.
One of the channels I watched, they were up on the, what do they call that Parkway, the name of it. But they was up on that Parkway area.
Little something, branches, feet, little trails. I can't remember. Little feet, little trails, tiny trails.
I can't remember.
Little feet.
I can tell you
Foothills,
right now,
Foothills.
I can't remember the name of the...
Foothills Parkway. That's the name of it, Foothills Parkway.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I have a way of butchering names when I can't remember them. Sometimes it's funny too, because somebody had a thing called ragamuffin, and I called it stale muffin. We had a good laugh over that.
Jimmy Spencer says, beautiful picture.
Thank you, Jim Spencer. He is a hard-working guy. He goes to bed early, gets up even earlier, and goes out and does it again. And every time I get on new pavement, I thank Jim Spencer and his hard work, even though he's not even near to where I'm driving. But somebody got out there and did it. Well, if I could just get a splash right here. Boom. Oh, got it. You gotta place it and spring it up and spring it up.
Well, they got my windows in for me yesterday.
Ah. Am I gonna help you with that?
What's that?
Am I gonna help you put some windows in?
No, they put them in yesterday. They got that and got my door put up.
Oh, okay, because you were gonna have me do the door, weren't you?
Got a guy come by and did another estimate on the deck. Oh, I've got some stuff for you I need some help on.
Yeah. Definitely looking forward to it.
Well, I'm not a technically inclined person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, them sci-fi people. Yeah, I know.
Well, somebody's got to be the superstar,
Somebody's got to give people a job.
I'm not the MacGyver. Oh, yeah, I give people a job. I tear up stuff.
If everybody did everything themselves, no one would have a job,
Princeton Pine says we need to get going, but wanted to stop in to watch. Nice chatting with you, Donny and Spaceman. Smoky Mountain Bless. Good night to all in the chat. Hope you have yourself a good night too there at Princeton Pines.
All right, Footprints.
We'll catch you on the next time. Have a good blessed week. Yeah, I've got a kitchen light that's been out probably 2 months and don't really do it on a ladder, with my knee and everything. So, I mean, really, even got one picked out. We got our new front light picked out, which we've had for a while, our new back light picked out for a while. I've got a big utility room light, which I need to get replaced or changed or something or another.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I'll be glad to get over there and put that up for you. Because, it's important to me, too, because I don't want to hear you're in the hospital because you fell off a chair or something trying to put something up. I don't want to hear that.
Well,
And then I'll have to feel bad.
Which I don't want.
I'll feel bad, and then I'll be mad at you for making me feel bad.
I've had that knee surgery, I tell you.
Mm.
I'm going to try and put it off on the team, but I don't go back to them until November. So it'll be next year if they get to that, which hopefully God will take care of it. I don't have to have no surgery because...
Oh, wait till I get a hold of you.
I have too much horror stories.
I'll tell you, I've been praying. And my knee is doing great. My knee is doing great. It's just amazing to me how, and if it gives me a twinge or anything else like that, I say, feel that healing. Feel that growth. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm always complimenting it, telling it how good it's doing and how strong it is. Telling my knee, commanding my knee to work right. And it's doing great.
I did do some chest therapy earlier for my breathing. It had me a Coke float. You had a Coke float, Donny?
Yeah, Joy calls them a black cow, I believe.
A black cow, no.
And
I know them as a Coke float. Put vanilla ice cream in there and pour some Coke on top of it.
Yeah, it's a Boston cooler if you use root beer, and it's
root beer,
and if you use Coke, it's called a black cow.
Huh. When I was a kid, I had my first Coke float at Woolworths, which used to be downtown Bristol. Same lady would make mine for every time we go in there.
It's too sweet for me. The sugar from the ice cream and everything just turns out to be too sweet for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't do it. It's just too much sugar. But yet I can do real sweet chocolate, that Joy can't do.
Yeah.
But I can't do that. No.
Joy must be staying in an old cabin, isn't she?
Right.
Some
Yeah.
pies left. Hope you enjoy your 1796 cabin in North Carolina.
Yeah, it's a 1796 cabin.
Really?
And it has history. Not like George Washington stayed there or something, but he could have. From that era.
I said, we got to go up to the Barter Theater here, which is in Abilene, Virginia, and then we could. And then I said, if we do stay the night there, and she's not too kosher on that idea, but I think she'd be okay.
Room like that, I would, but
Barter Theater.
Devils are too scared of me anyway. They don't come around.
There's a lot of towns that got started there at the Dolly Theater. Been around, I think, since the 30s.
Oh. All right.
I know Wayne Knight was one of them, and got his start up there. One of the guys from used to be on MASH got his start from there. Oh, there's several. Right now, I just can't think of who all they were. Those two are the ones that come to mind. Kid here, they were watching the 1796 cabin, and they're watching you, Donny.
Oh, really? They're watching Joy and me at the same time?
Yep.
Well, I need to turn her off. Well, that's sweet of them to give us the views.
Yeah, I was like I said, on Joy's channel earlier when she was live, but I had no sound on the phone, so I had to shut it off and restart it. I'm not sure what was going on.
We've had other people in your area say the same thing, though.
It was been my phone acting up, but Jimmy Spencer, what's up? Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Hydrate yourself around that hot weather.
Take good care of yourself. Stay out of the way. Stay out of the way of traffic.
Joy says that Billy Chicken Ranch, I guess, is playing one on the computer and playing another on the phone. And Jimmy Spencer's giving us a big wave. So good night, Jimmy. Take care of yourself.
Good night, Jimmy Spencer. All right. I'm getting happier and happier with my waterfall here. Things are looking good.
Did California get all the rain they were supposed to be getting? I think they said they were expecting the accumulation of more rain than what they would normally get in a year's time, certain areas.
Yeah, they're certainly getting their share.
Seemed like I saw a picture of the Dodger Stadium with the water on the outside of it. I'm not sure if that was just a fake picture or what was going on. But that would be L.A. I think the storms they were predicting were going to be heading up through San Diego. I've never been to California before, I don't think.
I was
in Las Vegas, and my dad might have drove to the border just to turn around and come back. So we've been into California.
Well, I've been a couple places in California when I was in the military.
Yeah.
Boy, that's one of the bigger paintings I've made in a long time.
Are all your cams the same size?
Well, no.
You
No,
do different sizes each time?
I do all different sizes.
Yeah.
all the time. All right. Well, I'm ready to. I think this one is good now. This is very good. I'm liking it.
Right.
I'm looking at these purple trees. Sometimes if you take something and you just add a color to it, it makes it two-dimensional.
Right.
And these trees are a little bit just flat. So I'm touching up the one edge of the tree with a little bit of purple and white to see if I can get just a little bit of like a contrast.
How are you at painting like self-portraits? You ever try those?
I don't. I have not painted a single face. I'm not sure why I haven't followed that, but I haven't. I'm telling you, I wonder about that. You know, why some people are into doing those and I'm not. I just have no interest in doing a portrait. Because I don't see it in my mind. I don't place like this. So think and not worry about anything while painting it, like it's gonna be wrong. And so if you do a portrait, you can tell real quick if you're wrong.
Suzanne says, yes, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do self-portrait in college when I was there, and it turned out too good. Some people were just better at doing like landscapes and abstract and
Yep.
some people all year round they can you're a person that can not self-portrait. It wasn't so bad. It looked like Otto off of Airplane. Have you ever seen the movie Airplane? Otto was the automatic pilot.
Oh.
That's probably one of my favorite movies. That and Kelly's Heroes. That's another one of my favorites.
You like that movie, Kelly's Heroes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I liked all the names. What were some of the names? Dog Patch, Dog This.
I can't remember.
Kiefer, Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, he's in the tank.
In the tank, yeah. Hey, you're messing with me, man. Don't mess with me. It's my tank, man. Yeah, I like that movie. They split the gold. Nowadays, even if you find gold, it's of no use. You have to have a certificate that you own it. You can't. You have to.
Yeah. Joy says she's having some buffering here in the mountains. Are you gonna make her walk back on the Pigeon Forge?
No. I was thinking about putting her on a Greyhound.
I'll put her on a Greyhound?
Yeah.
On a Greyhound bus.
Yeah.
You still working or not?
Be a hero if I put her on a bus, that's for sure.
If it comes up in there.
Yeah, we're got something going on Friday. And I heard rumors, so we're supposed to do something special Friday. And I'm just looking for anywhere else I want to put a little color. Yeah. All right.
Desert Adventures in Arizona says, I can imagine sitting on a mountain overlooking this view. I could sit there all day watching the lake and the waterfall.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great to find this place? Thank you. That was a wonderful compliment.
I wonder what state that's in. Utah? Against Utah, Donny? What state do you think it's in?
What state do I think this is in?
Yes.
As far as the topography or something like that?
Where would you find that exact scene at?
I would find this kind of a scene from pictures I've seen of Canada and Alaska, where the mountains just go right down to the water and there's no stopping them, you know, straight down to the water. And usually it's got that really turquoise water. Some of you've seen those mountains with the turquoise
places up in Canada around Banff, Alberta, Glacier National Park, Canadian Rockies, Lake Louise, up in that area.
Yeah.
And if anybody's ever looked up Lake Louise, just type in Lake Louise, Canada, and it's...
Everything's named after a monarch, huh?
Joy says it's in space, man. It's a space fantasy. Well, it could be on my planet, Joy. You never know. If it is, you're welcome to come visit me. Desert Adventure says the painting feels very peaceful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. You know, and see, it's like when you're doing a painting like this, you kind of stare at it for a minute, and then all of a sudden you can see something. I'm seeing the rolling rocks here, how the water's kind of rolling over some rocks. And I was thinking about trying to put just a touch of paint right in here, like it would make it look like there's a rock underwater. You know, just something right in there to give it a little bit of color. I've been thinking about doing a over right there, like it's coming down. Yeah, that looks good. And a splash at the bottom. Yeah, that looks good.
Desert Adventure says this painting feels very peaceful.
Yeah. Wonderful.
And Siamese. Joy saying hello to Siamese.
My cat?
I guess so.
Is she behind me or something? No, I don't see her anywhere.
Neither. Probably not too far away from you, though.
Nope. Never far away. All right, I'm going to sign it.
Joy said you heard a cat. You got to sign it, huh? Called it.
It's not our cat. It must be somebody, one of yours.
No, I don't have a cat over here.
Are you watching a show with a cat on it then?
No. I reckon. Becky's in there watching the TV. But no cat on the TV, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a cat in my mom's house. It's probably 15, 16 years old, I guess. Still likes to hunt a good rabbit every once in a while. And catch a bird or a mouse.
Really?
Bring in a snake.
That's a healthy cat.
Yeah, it is. And me and Becky are still missing a dog, but I guess one day it'll cross our path and say, that's the dog for us. Julie said she heard a meow meow.
Yeah.
I'm in the mountain lines over where she's at.
You know what I was looking at was, I feel like this side of the picture is farther away. This is closer up. I wonder if I should like put a dark row. Well, see, it's like I tried to put a dark row of trees here, and I kind of got lost. But it doesn't quite make sense right down in here. And I'm trying to do something with that, but it's signed.
Awesome creation, Donny. Thanks for showing us how it's done.
How it's done. I was watching it too. Well, it's 9:20, and thank you, Spaceman. I think I'm gonna just let it go now. It's hard to do, but we're gonna try. And yep, it's doing really good. Got it nice and faded at the top. So remember, everybody, that we love you, but Jesus loves you more. Thank you for joining me tonight with this painting and getting a little bit more depth and understanding in the painting. And thank you so much for like and subscribe. One day you'll say, I was there at the beginning when he couldn't paint worth a hoot. And I watched him anyway and was patient, and now look at him. One day. So thank you so much for being here very much. Thank you, Spaceman, for stopping by.
No
and we are going to sign off, let your voice have a rest, and put my brushes down.
All right, take care of yourself, everyone.
All right. Love you all very much. Good night, good night, good night. And he is gone, and so am I. We're looking at the painting one more time, and maybe even push it back a little bit so you can see the whole thing at once. No, really can't see the whole thing at once. That's a big painting right there.